You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, Nick so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I called and I came back and I sued him for the weeks and won. But yes.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
Diddy is currently battling a serious health issue, despite his legal issues during his incarceration. Viral infections are widespread, according to Diddy medical reports. The inmates are also experiencing severe anxiety as a result of the material. Rumors that Diddy has a major issue have been going around for months. He had a lot more flesh than normal when he appeared in court. Thus, it was obvious that he had an STD. Additionally, according to some online claims, Diddy and his pals were supposedly laying that pipe down while they were in jail. There, they either caught or disseminated the STD. Recent rumors claim that Diddy's ambition to live like a private chef was not the only reason he lost weight when he was behind bars. No, he is losing weight because, according to many, his body is malfunctioning due to a more serious issue. We are discussing theories about HIV. It's not shocking at all, considering everything that has been revealed regarding Diddy's bedroom lifestyle. Diddy's wildness and recklessness were demonstrated by the private parties, the male escorts, the download freakiness, and the clandestine travels. He was driving ladies and men crazy with his use of both. Women, it's just oil and going raw, with no limits or safeguards. Remember when the federal agency searched his cribs and, without mentioning protective kits, discovered around 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Not a single sign of safety.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles all.
There are now accusations that these freak-off parties are turning into disease factories. On the bodies of those parties, signs are now beginning to appear. Several women have come forward to claim that they contracted herpes from men in Diddy's social circle. And when Jaguar Wright put fire on this mayhem, things were really ugly. She was candid and forthright in an interview with Real Life Productions, stating that Diddy's ongoing fight with HIV is not unique. She claims to have the names of 20 other men in the industry who have contracted the virus, asserted that she is keeping it for her program even though it is a larger problem than most people think.
I have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Rumors about every famous individual who has been close to Diddy are common, and Usher is surrounded by famous people these days. He has also been accused of infecting others in real-life situations and litigation. Diddy and Usher have been dating for a long time. At the age of 13, Usher relocated to New York City to live with Diddy, and he relayed the entire story to Howard Stern. Made it sound fantastic.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
However, as the conversation continued, he began to behave strangely. He claimed that he would not want his children to be around such activities because it was such an odd setting.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
If there was a strange incident back then and Diddy has been fighting real sexually transmitted diseases, Usher may be holding on to more than just the past, particularly in light of Usher's accusations that he infected a man and 2 women with herpes. The majority dismissed a name that initially surfaced in 2018. While investigators looked into what had set off former adult star Jonathan Audi, he went crazy and shot up Trump's Dorado resort. The man stops using derogatory language, said that they were forced to meet Diddy and Cassie, and he hasn't stopped there. In the middle of all that chaos, he claimed to have caught her.
I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught and I came back and I sued him for the robberies and won. But they
revealed that a lawsuit had been filed to reduce the noise and that it had been discreetly settled. His photo was displayed in court as one of Diddy's hired escorts, even though at the time everyone wrote him off as some sort of lunatic. The streets are watching. The fact that Kim Porter's name is being brought up in this mess is surprising. Furthermore, the inquiries into her passing are the noise level is increasing again. People who claim to have seen Kim's actual autopsy report have stated that she had HIV before she died, despite the fact that there have been suspicions and conjectures about her premature death for many years. Whether or not these statements are accurate, that's what is being said. Kim was not like other ex-partners. She lived with Diddy, had his children, and attended his parties. Everyone is curious about how she got it. From whom did she obtain it? The timeline's vagueness has left people wondering if her passing occurred at the ideal time to bury more than grief. However, it doesn't end there. Craig Mack, one of Diddy's early musicians and the man behind Bad Boy's first major success, passed away from AIDS in 2018.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, Nick so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong, the man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
When Craig learned that Diddy was merely using him, they had a big falling out. Whether Craig Mack genuinely quit the game or if he chose to vanish after noticing something outside of Diddy's peculiar drapes is now up for debate. Regardless of the reality, far too many people in Diddy's closest circle continue to die, get sick, or be silenced. The others were either bought off or coerced into silence. Let's briefly discuss hush money. It has been reported that Diddy's employees have spent a lot of money to silence critics. They're dropping names: French Montana, Meek Mill, Yo, and Cyrus. Yes, some people claim to have that non-speak payment. And it's not that hard once you start looking. When Lil Rod revealed a Philadelphia rapper who used in romantic partnerships is it Nicki Minaj, he was referring to Meek Mill, and everyone knew it. He just didn't mention the name. On Twitter, Meek then verified it, writing, "As a black man from the ghetto around the world, my voice is so powerful. They want it removed. Straight from the trenches, I am a real ruler who is unfazed by people. They acquired the ability to cause harm. Political initiatives and bots cannot stop us from utilizing brands." He added that he would spend $100,000 to have the defamation's origin looked into. Others, however, didn't believe it and referred to it as damage control. Suddenly, a video of Meek and Diddy lounging by the pool appears.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And then it became much more bizarre. An audio recording of Diddy and Meek having a very private encounter was obtained by one of Diddy's former bodyguards.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait.
Diddy is reportedly incarcerated at the moment. According to reports, Diddy has a thriving following of jail groupies. They aren't merely doing it.
According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Yep, well, really, according to Lisa Evers, I want to give her credit.
We don't even know how Diddy got down with these groupies, but insiders say he did. And you already know how lethal that is in jail, where access to protection isn't exactly assured. Finally, things are beginning to make sense. Diddy may not simply be being charged. A list of all the persons he infected, played, or bought off may be available. Bro is going to spend years drowning in lawsuits if even half of that is accurate. How many people were actually influenced by Diddy's lifestyle is the true question. How far down is this rabbit hole? Please feel free to express your opinions in the comments section below. Click on the next jaw dropper on display if you thought it was insane. It's equally crazy.